So now we're up to 25 damage resistance and 32 damage threshold. Look at us. Holy shit. We're looking good now. Alright.
Hail, brother. May I help you?
I changed my mind. I want to leave the Brotherhood of Steel. Yikes. What do you think about this?
What's up? He was dead when I got there.
Yeah, we never got her opinions on any of this.
I'm worried they'll be the death of the Brotherhood. They take what they want. We defend our interests to the death. But there's a handful of us and tens or hundreds of thousands of them. So it's not going to end well. Last time we clashed, we lost a lot of people. Retreated to our bunker. Now we're afraid to even move around during the day.
Tell me about the Brotherhood of Steel.
It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my skill set. What do you want to know?
What's their purpose?
Good question. These days, it's hard to say. Once upon a time, it was about technology, controlling it so it couldn't destroy us again. Energy weapons and power armor are usually tops on our list, although I appreciate anything that's vintage. But that all seems so limited now. We haven't grown or adapted, and now we're stuck in a hole, not carrying out our mission.
How did you get to be a member?
More sexual favors than I can even count. I am still tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it.
Jesus, these.
My parents, their parents, so on. When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that.
Alright, what do you do for them?
I'm a procurement specialist. Like I said, it's basically grocery shopping, except sometimes the groceries are scavenged parts and arcane technology. The elder who brought us to the Mojave, Father Elijah, usually had me looking for these old memory units, but he'd never tell me what they were for. Nowadays, I'm usually sent to do business with traders at places like the 188, but sometimes I think it's just to keep me out of everyone's hair.
You like being a member?
I know sometimes I sound like I don't. I know. But there's something that still rings true to me about our code. There's an honor to it. We're protecting people. Even if it's from themselves. It's a good cause. We just lose sight of the big picture sometimes. Treat all our practices with the same sacredness.
What's the codex?
Ah, the codex. If it's in there, we have to abide it. If it's not not important. It documents our history, too. Part of what scribes like me do is update it. I wonder... Nah, they'd probably catch it if I rewrote the Founder's axioms.
Does the Brotherhood protect people from raiders or other threats? Oh, this is gonna be a big question here.
No. We only protect people from themselves, and only in the sense that we don't let them have the really good pre-war toys. And sometimes it's more like we protect ourselves from them and hope to outlive them and become humanity's sole heirs. We've had people go rogue, though, and start helping people. One chapter had a small civil war over it. We take our isolationism seriously.
Who's Father Elijah?
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
They sent him east. Why is the Brotherhood interested in the Nevada?
It was the dam, really. We'd heard rumors it was working. Figured we could claim it, put it to use. And it may also have been partly that our elder at the time had worn out his welcome. Didn't end up mattering. We got sidetracked at Helios 1, and the NCR took the dam in the meantime. We're still after it, though. In theory.
Nope, that's not gonna happen. How do you feel about the other members?
I called them family before. That's not far off. Both the good and the bad. It's like a big, unending family reunion in that bunker. There's people you love, people you'll never speak to again, and it's always awkward when you run into someone you used to date.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess kind of trapped down here with them.
I had some spectacular answers coming, too.
Can you tell me anything about this platinum chip?
Yeah, it's not for poker. I've never seen anything quite like it, but I can tell you it looks like it was fabricated before the war, and not at a mint. Some kind of tech. I'm gonna say mid-2200s. Hold on to it. Might be your lucky chip.
Right. Ever heard of a guy called Benny?
Sure. He's one of the hotel managers on the Strip. He comes up in the news now and then. Him and the other chairman run the Tops. It's
Oh, he's
one
dead.
of the nicer hotels. Or so I hear. Elder McNamara wouldn't shell out for a passport for me, so I've actually never been to the Strip. Why do people get so cheap when they get old?
Who was this Father Elijah to you?
I would
There
say
you
he was
go.
my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew anyway, but Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagine a grandfather to be.
Did you follow him from California?
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow. Watch him at work.
What changed?
He did. For years, he fought with the council. Taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost his power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
How's that different from how any other elder would have reacted?
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others.
Ever try to talk sense into him?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen. And the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have.
What did you learn from him?
Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him.
How is that different? What did you learn from him?
I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else.
Were you close?
Yeah. I miss him.
Okay, where is he now?
I don't know. Last time anyone saw him
We
was
know.
in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until it could be reactivated. But he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face.
What was in the note?
It was... strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was... something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it... I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world. Make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
We'll discuss other things. Questions I ask you. Whatever. I just want to... Let's...
Silliest
here you
dress
go.
band of raping, slaving marauders you'll see east of California. I'll say that. Where's that touch of old world class? Although, I hear the soldiers mount each other as much as they mount their women, so maybe they did keep a little something from the Empire. No such privilege for women, though. Figures. So, to answer your question, they're a bunch of hypocritical jerkwads. It's a word.
It's a word. You just owned a fucking Legion, dude.
Hail, brother. May I...
No, okay. That's all I gotta talk to him about. Good. That should be it for that. Now. Yeah, it's in good condition, actually. Shouldn't we just be able to take anything that we want from here now? I mean, well, we can sleep. There's nothing of use here. Okay.
Hello. It looks like you've managed to talk some sense into the Elder Outsider. Be assured I'll still be keeping an eye on him. Your efforts to help this chapter are not unappreciated. Now what can I do for you?
Nothing. Bye-bye. What's this? Oh. They got the Strip, they got the Boomers, or Nellis Air Force Base, they got... That would be the Fort, I believe. Yeah. They got Helios 1, they got Novak. That would be Camp McCarran. There's nothing else I can really do. I don't think that there's anything else I can really do here at this point. No. Got a fucking Securitron down here. None of these guys are named either. I thought there was supposed to be a named dude in there. Might be somewhere else.
Looks
There he is.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell? It's not like we're making any progress.
Hey, something wrong?
Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment.
Why's that?
One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
A virus?
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him.
Oh, that sounds
It's
familiar.
scrambling all the
VR
terminals here at
chat,
the
a
moment.
lot of them are in there.
Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data.
Anything I can do to help?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd.
Science 70. Can the virus's files be partitioned so read access is only provided by the kernel administrator?
What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move.
I'll give it a try then.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
I don't know how to do this.
Seems the NCR is making friends. We've had reports of them making overtures to some gang in Freeside.
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to.
Yeah, I have no idea how to do this. Oh. There's one. There's a lot of them.
Hello. 10 seconds.
I don't know how to do this, bro.
That's it. We got it. The virus
Okay, there we
has been
go.
purged. It's the quiet before the storm. You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
Now that the data store is fixed, what do you think of Hardin trying to fix? Oh no.
Well, you'd have to get a senior level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him.
I mean, I'm a
You might
paladin,
have better
so
luck with another member of the senior staff.
okay. I should access data store. Goal of Hidden Valley projects is to create a self-sustaining shelter for high-ranking VIPs that can serve as a command structure in times of crisis. The bunker itself is located several hundred feet below the surface. Multiple layers of reinforced material serve to prevent a breach of the inhabitable areas. by anything save for a direct hit by a bunker busting weapon utilizing a mega tonnage considered outside the capability of America's closest competitors. In the event that our enemies become capable of such an attack, the bunker's dervish camouflaging system makes targeting the site impossible for automated systems, forcing aggressors to rely on guesswork and sheer luck. The Hidden Valley bunker relies on two main systems. The Candle fusion power system provides power to all bunker systems, built more for reliability and duration of service. The power output of the system has been exceeded by many current designs, but it can supply the bunker with power for 752 years. Prevent airborne or long-range enemy weapons from targeting the bunker. Effectively possible to target it. Okay. That's pretty much, I mean, I think that they're all the same, right? Yeah. Where is Ramos? I don't know where he would be. Why can't this guy give us access to it?
Hail, brother.
Yeah. Never mind. We're already idolized by them, right? We're only liked by the Brotherhood of Steel after all that? Come on.
It's the quiet before the storm up top.
Okay. I think he's up here, right? Well, let's go talk to you first.
With their
Oh,
leader
you're
gone,
literally no one.
Then
Okay.
you bring your second unit up to provide covering fire, like so.
I don't know what the fuck that guy's talking
We
about.
just had
There's no one
word
in
that
there.
the town of Prim is now part of the NCR. At this rate, they'll be running the whole region soon.
The lockdown is lifted. The patrols are going to start
Oh my
up again.
goodness.
Do you know what this means? I'll actually be able to get into a real fight. I wonder what it'll be against. Traitors? Rad scorpions. Death claws. Oh, I can't wait. So what's up?
Jesus, dude, shouldn't you be in school?
Head scribe Taggart quickly realized my extraordinary talent when I took the mandatory VR combat testing. Soon after that, he requested that I get
Was it
transferred
called
to VR
Pavlov?
specialist training, serving as his assistant. I miss hanging out with the other students all the time, but at least I get to skip all those boring lectures.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, like just about everyone else here, I grew up in the Brotherhood. My father was a scribe and my mother a paladin.
Are your parents somewhere?
They both died at Helios 1. The others were always like a family to me before that, but afterward they became my family in truth.
Dude, why's your hair that fucking yellow? Can we talk about that? So who do you take more after? The mother or the father?
I don't know. I'm a little like both of them, I guess. If I had to choose, I really don't know which I'd pick. That's a question I've been asked a lot lately, since it's something I have to decide for myself soon.
What do you mean decide for yourself?
I'm currently an apprentice in the Brotherhood, and recently became eligible for journeyman status. But first I have to decide which order I want to join. The Knights or the Scribes?
Tell me about the Knights.
Knights are in charge of all of our equipment. Power armor, Gatling lasers, you name it. All of it built and maintained by Knights. Knights also get to go out on patrols, scouting assignments, and support the Paladins in offensive operations. Being a Knight would mean getting to see more of the world, fight the Brotherhood's enemies, and possibly someday become a Paladin like my mother.
Okay. Well, that's probably what I would do. I mean, what about you?
Sorry, but I'm a little busy. Sorry, but I'm a little busy here, if you'll excuse
I mean,
me.
what the fuck are y'all doing? Just standing here staring at the wall? I guess. I mean, is this where the shop is? Oh, we don't need anything in here really. We need the shop, which I believe to be over in this general area. I thought it was anyway. There it is.
Have you heard the news?
Yeah. Ballistic fist. Greased lightning. Faster attack. Holy shit. Thermic lance. War club. We don't want none of that. This shit. P51 power armor. Nah, it's not as good as the one we have. Alright, let's see. We're running low on a lot of fucking different ammo. Take all these. Fuck it, we'll take all the ammo we can get. I keep forgetting there's different ammo types too. Take all of those. All of those. All of that. Explosive rounds. Holy shit. Take all these. We don't need any of that. I don't think. Then we're gonna trade you. I'm sure we still have a fuck ton of them. Well, never mind. Get rid of some of this dumb shit, though. Give her all those. Oh, this. I wonder what this is for. Outside of scripture? No. Fuck it. I'll accept that.
Another set.